Shalom. All praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the house of David, the elect. Greetings. Okay, so it's a couple of directions I want to take this video in. One specifically, but I may not start with that point. But just bear with me as I go through a few different obstacles. And I know you all see Samuel L. Jackson on the screen. I was trying to find a good photo to put up. Initially like something with moldy bread, but I feel like that was too much of an eyesore for people to want to watch the video. And then I wanted to go with people looking at food disgustingly, but I just couldn't find one that was a good Jake like picture. You know, like not wanting the food. But this video should be something titled like we abhor our bread. Okay. And like I said, it's a couple of directions I want to take it. But first, I'm going to get the one that brothers should be pretty accustomed to, which is Ezekiel, the 4th chapter. And this is not the main focus, but I just want to bring it out to start. This is Ezekiel 4:13. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them." All right, so the food that we have, the food that we're eating, man, it's all defiled, you know. And this goes for, you know, everybody, even those who think that they're eating health consciously. You know, all the food that we're eating amongst the other nations is defiled, man. It's no type of true nourishment, true sustenance. And of course, our people are stuck in the pits of darkness as far as food is concerned, because, you know, if you even go to different people's neighborhoods, the fancier neighborhoods where Esau dwells at, you won't see fast food chains like that. You'll see better food, like restaurants. You'll see better grocery markets, more high-end grocery markets, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods. You know, you won't find just McDonald's and Burger King and Taco Bell sitting on every corner, and Wendy's. You won't see that. And that's because they have a different lifestyle than we do, and they're able to afford things that we do. And, you know, that the scriptures also say people shall think they're in a good case because the victuals are so cheap upon the earth. So since you think you can get food for a couple of dollars, that it's no big deal and everything is good. But that's going to be your downfall in the times to come, during the time of Jacob's trouble, which is martial law. Okay. But, you know, regardless of you know, I'm a vegetarian. A lot of brothers just eat vegetables, and I'm going to get that next. But a lot of brothers just eat vegetables, and even our vegetables are defiled. They're sprayed with different pesticides and pumped up with nitrogen. And, you know, tomatoes, they look all red like that. They're not, tomatoes are generally not supposed to be that red, especially for so long a time. You know, a lot of our foods are like that. I've seen videos of chicken being pumped up with sodium and different things to make it look fatter, and preservatives to last longer on the shelf. You know, all of our food is defiled, man. And that's another reason we need to be in the kingdom, because as the nation of Israel, we love to eat, man, you know. But the thing is, two things have turned us away from that. One, this disgusting society and the things they do with our food. You know, even I heard the apostle say one time, even on a good day where you get a good meal, that's still a terrible day in Babylon, man. You know, we get a so-called good meal, you know, and you still like, all right, yeah, everything is good, man. That shit's still terrible, man. You know, but which leads me, let me get this Daniel first, which before I get to my main point of why I'm even stating this. This is Daniel 1:12. Actually, I'm going to start up at verse 8. It says, "But Daniel purposed in his heart that he will not defile himself with the portions of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. So he didn't want to eat. He didn't want to eat the things that were at the king's table, and that's essentially that's the spiritual part about that is we don't want to eat what's at Esau's table. Okay, we don't want his so-called lavish life. We don't want his false fame. We don't want our souls being sold for a record deal. We don't want to be rappers on the TV screen. We don't want to be NBA players and hoop stars just to get a couple dollars in our pocket. So we don't want the king's meat. We don't want the things that he's given unto our people, making them feel like it's true nourishment. We definitely don't want their wine. The wine that comes from him is their knowledge was their knowledge and understanding, their false philosophies and false doctrines, and their wayward way of life of debauchery and homosexuality, and fornication and idolatry. All of those things are the king's meat in his wine. Okay. Verse 9, it says, now the Most High had brought Daniel into favor and tender love with the prince of the eunuchs. Hey, Daniel was a beloved man. People respected Daniel, man. When he was interpreting dreams too, but people loved Daniel. It says, and the prince of the eunuchs said unto Daniel, I fear my lord, the king, who hath appointed your meat and your drink. Why should he see your faces worse liking than the children which are of your sort? Then shall you make me endanger my head to the king. So the eunuch's like, I don't want to get in trouble for you not eating the king's food, And he says, then said Daniel to Melzar, whom the prince of the eunuchs had set over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. It says, prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and water to drink. So Daniel's like, give us pulses, vegetables. All right, so give us vegetables and water for 10 days. Okay. And he says, then let our countenance be looked upon before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat of the portion of the king's meat, and as thou seest, deal with thy servants. So Daniel's like, hey, all right, give us 10 days. We're going to eat vegetable and water for 10 days. And everybody who eat at the king's table, they're going to eat the regular king's meat. And they probably had all type of manner of treachery on there, like abomination. They probably had fucking pork, big ass pig, and all kinds of shit. And but not only unlawful foods, they probably had cow, beef, all that kind of shit. They probably had all of that. But nonetheless, Daniel's like, all right, we gonna eat this and let them eat that. And this is spiritual as well, because 10 days is a number of 10 is a number of completion. All right, and right now we're eating the pulse. Okay, we're eating the vegetables. We're drinking the water, the living water of Yahweh Shai. Okay, and we're saying, look at our countenance. Which is your countenance is a figure of your face, but it's really saying, look at our spirits. Look how our spirits are going to be compared to the people of the world when the Lord comes. Look at how we're going to, Lord willing, we're those men. We're going to have new bodies. Look at our spiritual and physical countenance compared to those of the world when the Lord returns. All right, because they're going to be made of flesh and bone when the elect are going to receive incorruptible new bodies. Okay, but just for the sake of the story, continuing on, it says, then let our countenance be looked upon before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat of the portion in the king's meat, and as thou seest, deal with thy servants. So he consented to them in this matter and proved them 10 days. So the eunuch is like, all right, cool, let's go with it and see what happens. And at the end of the 10 days, their countenance appeared fairer and fatter in flesh than all the children which did eat of the portion of the king's meat. So basically, at the end of the 10 days, that means it appeared fairer, means their flesh, their skin was cleaner. They when you eat, you get like too much oil on your face and stuff, you start breaking out. So they had clearer skin. Okay, they looked better. And fatter means they looked healthier. And so that's why, like, obviously I'm a big dude, I'm a big fella. And not this, Lord knows I can work out much, and I enjoy working out actually, but it is between excuses and fucking work, man. You don't get to work out as much as you would like, when you get, downtime in Esau society, you try to use it for other things, that you would have liked to do in the meantime. But nonetheless, working out, it says, exercise profiteth little. But bodily exercise profit is little, but we're trying to get that spiritual workout, that mental workout. But nonetheless, we try to get the little bit that we can out of those workouts. But nonetheless, going back to the point, it says fatter in flesh. So did that mean they were just walking around big, fat dudes? No, it means that they were healthier. They looked healthier than all the people that ate the king's meat after the 10 days. And I would like that. My point was, since I've become a vegetarian, I'm this is the large, like, I'm not gonna say the largest I've been, but I'm much I got much more meat on my bones, if you will, which is ironic because I don't eat meat anymore. But that's I'm just saying that just to go along with the point. But nonetheless, they looked better, they looked healthier, and that's just like when Moses came down from that mountain, he had that spiritual glow. These men had that glow to show that they were doing something different and better than the other people. And that's what we're doing now, man. We're doing something different and better because we're eating of the bread of Yahweh Shai. We're eating of the table of Yahweh Shai. We're not eating of the table of Esau. Okay? It says, thus Melzar took away the portion of their meat and the wine that they should drink and gave them pulse. So basically, this time was coming. And so Daniel, the things that Daniel did, and showed that their way of life was better, and that's what we're trying to prove to the elect, that the way of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is better than what Esau in this world can offer you. Okay. And so now I'm going to go into the point of why I really started this lesson. Okay. So I started this lesson because sometimes in the world, shit, I'm going to just say 90% of the time, man, you can get so sick of this place, man. Like where we're constantly vexed at the ways of the wicked, man. The Lord said he hate the wicked every day, man. And so now we're getting so vexed to the point where, I'm speaking for myself, but I know I'm speaking for other brothers as well. Sometimes I can't even eat my food, man. Sometimes I can't even, I see food and I get disgusted, and not because even that is defiled. Just how that's how much we hate this place and how much shit that we got to go through and deal with in Babylon, to where you can't even, you'll be eating something and you don't want to eat it no more. You want to throw the shit away. You want to go on a fast, just so, for spiritual reasons as well, but just so you don't gotta, just because eating food in this place is defiled. And like I said, as the nation of Israel, we like to eat, man. So I wanted to get this verse because I was reading this and it resonated with my spirit. This is Job 33, and I'll start at 19. It says, he is chastened also with pain upon his bed, and the multitude of his bones with strong pain, so that his life abhorreth bread, and his soul dainty meat. You see that, man? We chastened upon our beds with pain, man. Spiritual pain, mental pain, physical pain, the pain of seeing our people going off and doing wickedly, the pain of dealing with our oppressors ruling over us, the pain of dealing with our unrighteous families, the pain of dealing with women that don't know their place and just want everything in the world. We got to deal with those pains on a regular and constant basis. And it says the multitude of his bones with strong pain, man. It gets so hard to where you feel like it's affecting your bones, man. That stress and that vexation is overcoming your whole body, man. But it says so that his life abhorreth bread. So that's a strong disdain, man. We got a strong disdain, and sometimes we hate to eat our food. It says, and his soul dainty meat. So we don't care about the daintiful things that Esau putting out here, man. How that damn, it's like a guy commercial with a dude got the fish hook and he be like, gotta be quicker than that. That's how Esau put these fancy things before our people and before our nation. And they out there reaching for it, trying to get the little fucking $1 that's on there, trying to get the things off Esau's table, and trying to grab it. While Esau playing your ass the whole time anyway, man. But the point is, and I could take this with much deeper layers than just regular bread. But nonetheless, I'm speaking this about actual bread, man. We got to eat our bread defiled amongst the Gentiles. We don't want to eat. We like, man, I'm like, shit, isn't it? This that happened to me several times, man. I just like, man, I don't even want this damn meal anymore, man. You know? And sometimes it be good food, but then it just turn nasty. Get that shit, and that's why I got this picture. Get that nasty shit away from me, man. You know? I'm gonna read a couple more verses. It says, this is Job 33:21. His flesh is consumed away that it cannot be seen, and his bones that were not seen stick out. And that's what a lot's going to happen in time of Jacob's trouble. But that's what we go through now, man. You know, like I said, I'm a big dude, so you ain't going to see my bones sticking out right now. But, hey, man, you know, Lord willing, I fast enough one day to where I couldn't, not my bones stick out, but, you know, where it's shedding some of the weight, not for the purpose of losing weight, man. But that's how we feel just giving up this world, man. We giving up this world and all the things that come with it. You know, I obviously ain't telling the brother not to eat because we need to eat for nourishment, even if it is abominable and not really wholesome for us. But you gotta still eat. But it's times where you just like, man, I don't even want to fucking eat, man. You can go 3-5 days without eating food, you know, to fast for the Lord, but also because your appetite is stricken because of the wickedness in this place, man. Where your bones stick out, man. It says, yea, and his soul draw near unto the grave, and his life to the destroyers. You know, that's how we be, man. You know, our soul, Salaki. You know, it's like, damn, man. Lord, I'm ready to go. You know, we ready to get up out of here, man. You know. And so this is, I wanted to bring a couple verses out on not to say, you know, to tell brothers fasts, but with some of the things that were going on. And of course, it's always beautiful to fast, but you know, some of the things that were going on during the time of the fast, you know, fast. This is Esther 4:3. It says, in every province, whithersoever the king's commandment and his decree came, there was a great mourning among the Jews, and fasting and weeping and wailing, and many lay in sackcloth and ashes. So if you read the story of Esther, Haman was trying to kill all of the Jews. Okay, he was putting out a decree to like try to kill them and wipe them out and keep them under subjection, you know. But so at this point, you know, the people were fasting, you know, and mourning and going through a lot of, and weeping and wailing and going through a lot of things. And that's what we're doing now, man. We're sighing and crying. We're fasting. We're weeping. We're wailing. We're moaning. We're groaning to the Lord, man. Asking him to redeem us from under the foot of our enemies and out of this wicked place. Okay? Let me get Psalms. This is Psalms 109 and 24. It says, my knees are weak through fasting, and my flesh fail of fatness. So that goes along when he says bones are sticking out, man. You know, when you fast, hey, brothers, when you fast, man, and you get a nice sturdy fast, you know, I fasted for some short period of times, and I fasted for some longer periods of time. And during those longer periods of time, man, you know, even going to camp was like, man, your body was, your knees were failing you, man. It seemed like your spirit was low, but really your spirit was being rejuvenated, but your flesh was failing, man. Okay, your flesh was failing, and it just couldn't seem to hold you up sometimes, you know. But the spirit is the thing that keep you walking and keep you moving and grooving. So the water Yahweh Shem Yahshua for keeping his spirit on us, especially during those times of fast, because there have been men that tried to do a fast like Yahweh Shah that were in the world and have died. You know, that's because you can't do the longer fast without having the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah on you, man. Okay. Let me get Joel. This is Joel 2:12. It says, therefore also now, saith the Lord, turn ye even to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning. All right, so that's what we got to turn to Yahweh Shem Yahshua with fasting, weeping, and mourning, man. So this bread that we don't like to fucking eat, man, that's why we gotta turn to him, man. We turn to him so we can eat. Our food gonna be good again. We're gonna be happy. We're not gonna be vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. You know, it says, "And rent your heart and not your garments, and turn into the Lord your power, for he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and great kindness, and repenteth him of the evil." All right, so turn to the Lord. It said, "Rent your heart," which means tear your mind, mortify the evil deeds of your body. Get rid of your wicked ways and turn back to the Lord. And because he's merciful, man. He's looking upon us. He's looking. At the end of the day, the Lord's out here looking for people to. At the end of the day, the Lord is casting a net right now. He's looking for the elect. All right. He's like, hey, who gonna turn back to me, man? Who's gonna repent? Who's gonna get himself together? Who's gonna realize that this place is wicked and it needs to be cleansed? He's casting a net for his elect, man. And you got to take hold on that net. This is a net you don't, a ride you don't want to miss, man. Because if you miss this ride, you're gonna die. It's this movie me and Gabar be talking about. It's called Train to Busan, and it was about basically it's like a zombie epidemic. And so this train would be taking off, and if your ass ain't on that train, you was definitely gonna get ate up by them damn zombies. And so that's a train you don't want to miss, even though the zombies, of course, infiltrated the train at some point. But the point is, the Lord's train don't be able to be infiltrated. All right. But the point is, if your ass ain't get on that train, hey, you going to get your head chopped off, man. And that's what's going to happen to our people. Okay. 2/3 of our people. Okay. Got 2 more sections I want to get. This is Matthew 4:4. First, I'm going to start. I'm going to just read 1-4. Then was Yahushua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward 100. All right. See, that's a fast of the Lord right there. 40 days and 40 nights. And Moses did the same thing twice, And it says, when the tempter came to him, he said, "If thou be the Son of the Most High, command that these stones be made bread." All right, so the Satan's trying to tempt the Lord. He's like, hey, if you supposed to be the Son, if you got the Most High in you, hey, turn these stones to bread. Okay, because I know you hungry, man. That's what Satan try to do, try to get you when you're weak, try to get you when you're down. But the Lord, a mighty man, he said, but he answered and said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High." That's also man. You ain't gonna live just based on your food. You're gonna live through the spiritual sustenance of Yahweh Shem Yahushai by these words. Okay, it says by the words that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High. So by His words, this is how we truly eat, man. Okay, this is a bread that we not gonna abhor. This is a bread that that Lord willing, we never forsake. That we constantly want to eat off of, because the bread of this world. It's foul, it's defiled, and it's filthy, and you get tired of it and pissed off, But the bread of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is constantly nourishing, constantly giving us new edification, constantly uplifting us and giving us comfort, constantly giving us nourishment. All right. Now I'm going to finish with this one. This is 2 Corinthians 11. I'm going to start at 24. And this is Paul. He says, of the Jews, I'm going to start at 23. Matter of fact, just so anybody who listening is not an Israelite can hear this, I'm going to start at 22. It says, are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I. Hey, the Bible is for the nation of Israel, the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics, and those of confusion of face and scattered abroad. Are they ministers of Hamashiach? I speak as a fool, I am more. In labors more abundant, in stripes above measure, in prisons more frequent, in deaths often, and deaths oft. So the things that Paul was going through, hey, we be going through these different trials and tribulations now. But just because you things can't go our way, just because of the chastisement that we got to go through, it says, despise not the chastening of the Lord. Regardless of the things we go through, it's all for a purpose. And it's all to make us stronger in the spirit and even in the flesh. You know, the Lord make us hate food so that we can't. So maybe it'll force us to fast. Maybe so when the time of Jacob's trouble, we'll be straight, man. You know, not only did he say he's gonna take care of us, but it might be a little bit before you might get fed. So you gotta continuously believing in the spirit and having faith. Okay. It says, of the Jews 5 times received I 40 stripes save one. Thrice was I beaten with rods. Once was I stoned. Thrice I suffered shipwreck. A night and a day I have been in the deep, in journeyings often, in perils of water, in perils of robbers, in perils by my own countrymen, in perils by the heathen, in perils by the city, in perils in the wilderness, in perils in the sea, in perils amongst false brethren. Peril is danger, man. All right? And we receive danger on all sides, man. We can't even eat our food without feeling danger. You know, people dying of food poisoning. Shit not being made well. Esau pumping it up and putting everything in it. You know, we got to worry about dangers from drowning. We got to worry about dangers from 2/3 of our people. We got to worry about dangers from Esau shooting us down. All right. We got to worry about dangers amongst false brethren that act like they brothers and they not. It's dangers all around us, man. It says, in weariness and painfulness and watchings often, and hunger and thirst, and fasting often, and cold and nakedness. You see that? So in hunger and thirst, that's a danger for us, man. That's painful. And weariness, you know, and fastings often, that's a danger to a certain extent. It's a blessing, but it can be also a danger, man. Because you playing with, if you don't have the spirit of the Lord, man, that could be a torment unto you, man. You know, the Lord can kill you while you trying to fast. These people out here just fasting like just to be cool and shit. Oh, I can go so many days without eating, you know, but no spiritual part behind it. Not thanking the Lord for the fast, not asking him to give you more spiritual understanding. Just doing it. Just so they can have the best fit body of their life and shit. You know, it says, besides those things that are without, that which cometh upon me daily, the care of all the churches, who is weak and I am not weak, who is offended and I burn not. If I must needs glory, I will glory of the things which concern mine infirmities. You see that? So he's like, I'm gonna glory in the things that concern my infirmities, the things that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua may be doing unto us. We're supposed to glory in those things, man. So when you hating your damn food, man, hey, that's the spirit maybe trying you and testing you and telling you like, hey, the Lord is giving us something better. So, hey, this shit is just off, man. You know? And I'm going to just jump over to 2 Corinthians 12 and 9. And this will be the last verse. 12 and 9 through 10. This will be the last one. It says, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. So when we're weak, man, Yahweh Shai, he makes us strong. Okay, those were his words. His grace is sufficient for us. And in our weakness, his strength is made perfect. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, may rest upon me. So we got to glory in our infirmities. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities and reproaches and necessities and persecutions and distresses for Hamashiach's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Shalom.